Today we are tasting two wines made from the same grape variety, Pinot Gris. In Italy, like in this bottle, the grape Pinot Gris is called Pinot Grigio. So it's an Italian Pinot Grigio. And in France, it has its original French name, Pinot Gris or Pinot Gris. So this bottle is a Pinot Gris from Alsace in France. Let's taste the Pinot Grigio, the Italian Pinot Grigio first. The appearance is pretty pale lemon, but let's just take a second to compare with the color of the French Pinot Gris. This one is medium lemon. So the Italian Pinot Grigio is pale lemon, but the Alsace French one is medium lemon. Smell the Italian Pinot Grigio. The smell is really not that obvious, so I would even say it has light aroma intensity. So I have to dig my nose in here, and now I can smell some lovely fruit, such as green apple, pear, lemon, and that's about it. It's very straightforward, just some simple citrus and green fruit, apple, pear, lemon. But if we smell the Alsace, the French Pinot Gris, the aroma is more pronounced. Still not that pronounced, so I would say medium plus aroma intensity, but with more aromas. So there's still some pear, some ripe apple, and also some lemon. But then I also smell some peach, apricot, those kind of stone fruit, and even some honey aromas, those kind of sweet honey aromas. So it's more complex. Let's go back and taste the Italian Pinot Grigio. It's dry. The acidity, I would say medium plus. It's fresh. It makes me salivate a little bit, but not salivating a lot. So medium plus acid. Alcohol is medium. And body is really light. It just feels like a light-bodied wine. It doesn't have any weight on the palate. And the flavor intensity is the same. It's light flavor intensity. And really, it just tastes simple apple, pear, and the lemon flavors. And the finish is short. But it gives a very refreshing impression. Simple and refreshing. Let's taste the Alsatian French Pinot Gris. Wow, there were even more things happening on the palate. So the sweetness is interesting. I call this wine off-dry, which means that it's almost dry, but it has a hint of residual sugar. So there's some sweetness from the sugar, but not as qualified as anything sweet or not even medium sweet. So it's almost dry, it's off dry. The acidity, I would call it medium. And the alcohol is medium, but it seems to have a bit more warming sensation in this wine. So alcohol is still medium, but should be a little bit higher than the Pinot Grigio. And the body is full. Why the body is full? Because it has an oily sensation on the palate. And the flavor intensity is more than the nose. It's pronounced flavors, and you taste a lot of different layers of fruit. such as apple, pear, lemon, but also peach, apricot, or almost melon on the palate. And it definitely has this kind of honey flavors and even those kind of beeswax, waxy flavors on the palate. And the finish is long. I can still taste some of the pear and honeyed flavors on the palate. So for the conclusion, let's just talk about the grape growing methods. More specifically, it's a harvest methods by those kind of growers. When you make these two wines, neither of them has like obvious oak, especially new oak influence. So we don't have those kind of smoky vanilla flavors. So winemaking methods are similar. So why do they taste very different? It's mainly because of the harvest, the time when they pick the grapes. For example, this Italian Pinot Grigio, you taste more fresh fruit aromas, and the body is light, the acid is higher, and the alcohol is a little bit lower. So it means that this Pinot Grigio from Italy picks relatively early, so it's more about the freshness. It's not about the ripe flavors. So let's talk about this Alsatian Pinot Gris. It's all about the ripeness. When they pick this Alsace Pinot Gris, because of the long growing season in Alsace, they can afford to pick this Pinot Gris later, when they get riper and riper. So this one has a bit more alcohol, more body, and much more ripe flavors such as stone fruit and even a hint of honey notes. So it's about the growers who deliberately chose to pick this Pinot Grigio from Italy a bit earlier, and then this fuller bodied, riper flavored Pinot Gris from Alsace a little bit later. Cheers.